A little bit about autoimmunity and thyroid. Okay, so we talked about Hashimoto's and Graves' disease. Okay, Hashimoto's is a hyper/hypothyroid because your TSH fluctuates so much. Graves' disease is an autoimmune hyperthyroid. Your TSH is just plummeting. Okay, big things. These are not thyroid problems. All right, this is where your immune system is attacking TPO or TBG antibodies, These are not thyroid problems. Okay? Your immune system is attacking TPO or TBG in the case of Hashimoto's, or your immune system is attacking TSH in Graves' disease. Okay? These are immune system problems. Okay? There's an imbalance in your immune system that needs to be addressed. And how do we find out what those issues are? It's through proper testing. We're going to go through that here in a second. Okay? Why would your immune system do this? Okay? There's two reasons. There's either a dysregulation issue or there is a active antigen. All right? Dysregulation is where your immune system is imbalanced because of a vast array of different things. It could be dysregulated due to your blood sugar being poor, your adrenal glands being fatigued or exhausted, your hormones imbalanced, your neurological function imbalanced. Okay? So how do we determine what it is? Well, you got to do proper testing. You got to look at the blood sugar and lipid panels to determine if you're insulin resistant or if you're hypoglycemic. We've got to run a test to look at your adrenal glands. We've got to look at your hormone function, right? We've got to look at your brain. The second thing is active antigens. This is where your immune system is imbalanced due to inflammation, okay? And this is caused by chronic infection such as bacteria, viruses, or mold, parasites in the gut. And we see a lot of parasites in the gut. I'd probably say 80% of the thyroid patients I work with, they have parasites, okay? And we have to kill them off because they actually eat your calories. They eat your B vitamins, okay? That's what they live on. So that's why you're tired all the time. Or maybe you have bloating issues, okay? Active antigens, food sensitivities, all right? Especially gluten, all right? If you have Hashimoto's, all right, there is a pretty good chance that you have a gluten sensitivity and you should not eat gluten the rest of your life. Okay? And it's just not gluten. There's foods like gluten, dairy, soy, yeast, eggs, and there's a handful of other foods that cross-react similar to gluten. So we do food sensitivity testing to find out what's going on. Now, I've had a lot of patients that have had food sensitivity tests done, and they're sensitive to every single thing they eat. Now, if that's the case, well, there's probably something else going on, and we got to fix that up first, and then from there we can actually come back and get a true depiction of really what food you're sensitive to. All right. Other active antigens are environmental toxins, and then there's the leaky gut issue or undigested food, and leaky gut is big. So I just mentioned about if you're sensitive to pretty much everything you eat, all right, good chance you have a leaky gut presentation. The best way to describe this is picture a screen door. All right. Your screen door is designed to let air through and keep the bugs out. Your gut lining is the same way. It's designed to let the nutrients from the foods you eat, small particles through that gut lining, all right, but keep bigger particles out like undigested foods. All right. When there's a tear in that screen door, air and bugs can get in. Same thing in your gut. If there's a tear in that gut lining, undigested food can get through. Okay. When that happens, your immune system goes to work and attacks it and builds antibodies, creating inflammation. All right, and that's maybe why you're sensitive to every single thing you eat, or why you're tired all the time because you've got a leaky gut issue, which in turn is going to create a leaky blood-brain barrier, all right, and your body's going to break down and it's going to be constantly inflamed. So leaky gut is something that has to be looked at, and you probably never heard of that because there's no medical management for it yet. They're about 5 to 7 years away from creating some medications to fix leaky guts. But for the standpoint, there's great protocols that we have from a nutritional standpoint that fix this up pretty quickly, that eliminates a vast array of food sensitivities as well as the inflammatory or immune response due to leaky gut issues. Right? Heavy metal toxicity can also cause the inflammatory response, cause your immune system to attack. So how do we determine what's going on? Well, we've got to do the proper testing, okay? And in most people, they haven't had any of this testing done, or they maybe have had some of the testing done and some things were missing, but we got to look at all these things, okay? Or what makes the most sense with you as a person to determine what's causing your body to break down so that we can fix the problem.